Hello and welcome to another session at TravClan webinars. I'm your host Devansh Kalra, and today's session, ladies and gentlemen, is about one of the most interesting in the upcoming and hot-selling cruises of the, I would say, the cruise industry. It's celebrity cruises, and basically we have Mr. Mahesh Dadlani, who is the assistant manager business development. So, Mahesh, can you hear me? Am I audible?
Yeah, hi Devansh, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Thanks for asking. So as I can see, like there are like more than enough travel agents. We'll be waiting for more travel agents to join in. But nevertheless, we can start the session, and I can see the excitement among the travel agents. So Mahesh, without any further ado, let's start. And I hope we have a great session.
Thank you, Devansh. Thank you for the opportunity. I would also like to thank entire TravClan team for arranging this session. It's a kind of the basic principle of this session is to interact and to update uh, what are the features of these products, which can help us in to add one more product in our portfolio. So I'll just share my screen. Devansh, I guess, and you're on mute.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. So, for all our trial partners, meanwhile, Mahesh is sharing his screen. For like, I like to just say that if you have any questions related to celebrity cruises, Mahesh is the person for you. Please ask all your questions that you have from him, and he'll be more than happy to answer your questions towards the end of the session. Right? So, yeah, Mahesh, please take it away.
So I'll just start with a video so we can show what Celebrity Cruise is all about.
Wow, looks great. Mahesh, I think we can, I think due to some technical glitches, like we can just, start with the presentation itself, right? And we can share the videos with the travel agents after the session. Am I audible?
Yes, Devansh. Just a moment.
Yeah.
So we must have all seen we must have seen the ship what Celebrity Cruises is offering to the guests, and what is the main motive and the vision of the ship. Uh, we we have sold a lot of cruises. Being part of Celebrity Cruise, being part of Tyrant Travel Marketing, we are the representative of Royal Caribbean, Celebrity, Silver Seas, and Azamara. Uh, all these ships have a different features. When we talk about Celebrity Cruises, it's called as resort luxury. The purpose of the resort luxury is when you're going on a ship, you're on a vacation, and with the vacation, it provides you a kind, if it provides you gives you a feeling of a luxury, where you get that additional spaces in the room. Uh, the guest service ratio is 2:1. On every two guests, there is one staff on the ship, and the services they provide on the ship is quite exclusive, because uh, when the guest is there on the ship, the main purpose of the cruising is to give the best services possible. So that will take me to the my next slide. So if we see, the ship is when we say about Celebrity, earlier they had uh, the ship was designed as per that there was no exclusivity for the suite guest passengers. But now when this Celebrity Cruises is coming up with new features of giving an exclusivity to the suite guests also, which we call it as resort deck. So Celebrity Cruises have won a lot of awards for its magnificent H-class ships, which is the new class of ship where we'll find three ships already sailing: Celebrity Apex, Celebrity Edge, and Celebrity Beyond. We are soon coming up with Celebrity Ascent. By next year, it will be sailing out in Europe. So, like I said, it's called as a resort luxury or relaxed luxury, because the main aim of the cruise line is to provide the luxury when you're at your vacation, and on your vacation, that is the best time when you're relaxed. So give you the maximum space, maximum time on the ship, where you can enjoy the ship and the activities, and you can have a wonderful uh, journey as well as your holiday, as well as a good vacation. Like I told you, the services on the ship is exclusive. As we discussed with you, we have a staff guest ratio is 2:1. On every two guests, there is one staff available on the ship to provide you a much better services. As well, keeping in mind what are the guest preferences on the ship, so that they can provide they can provide the services according to the guest preferences. So the best benefit of Celebrity Cruises is that it's sailing all around the world. We have ships sailing out in Europe and Alaska right now. During winters, the ship will be moving towards the Caribbean, and will be coming down to Southeast Asia and Australia, New Zealand. So it's sailing on the world's best places. So be it right, be it like sailing out from Rome, Barcelona, sailing out from Miami, then we'll be winters. We'll be sailing out from Singapore. We'll be sailing out from Australia. So there are these are the multiple places where the ships will be sailing out from. We have a few sailings coming to India as well, which will be sailing out from Mumbai. The ship will be going to Singapore. So we have Celebrity Edge, which is coming to Mumbai this winter. The ship is being designed in such style where the comfort of the guest is being taken care of, and they have uh, they have tried to uh, use the maximum space which they can. So, if we say about the rooms, if we say about the common areas, if we say about the entertainment zones, these all are being designed by the world-class interior designers like Kelly Oppen and the other which we have seen in the video. And so, to make sure that the guests who are there on the board, they get the they get a good comfort and get a good ambience on the ship. And another thing, the ship has been designed in a 3D on a 3D manner, so that these they can uh, they can know that all they can have the smallest details of those things where the passenger comfort can be there. So these are the designer Nate Burgess is there, Tom Wright, Kelly Hoppen. These are the world's best architects and interior designers who have designed these H class ships. We have the world's best restaurants on the ship. And some of these restaurants are Michelin star. Are being The chefs are Michelin star chefs who are being appointed on the ship as a consultant and as well as the head chef, so that every single menu on the ship is very well designed and curated. We also have given a new style of dining on the ship. We have La Petit Chef, which we must be seeing these days on the YouTube, where there is a projector screen showing you how your meals are being made and curated. And meanwhile, that those toony characters show how the meal is being prepared. The meal is served hot on your table. So such kind of specialty restaurants are there on the ship, which provides you the best meals on the board. The best feature about the edge class ships is you have the magic carpet. So you like if you're there on the ship, you're standing on the edge of the ship and you enjoy the beautiful view of the sea. Next year the ship is going to be in Alaska, so you imagine just standing on the magic carpet and just beautiful look of have a beautiful view of the glaciers, having must be with with a glass of wine or a whiskey, and enjoy the view of the entire ocean. So that then yourself will give you such kind of an experience where that which can't be comparable with anything else. The magic carpet, the best feature of the magic carpet is goes from deck 5 to deck 16. It and on all the decks it provides a different kind of an experience. So when the magic carpet is there on the deck 16, it turns out to be a specialty dining when the moon is out, so you can sit there, you can enjoy your drink, and you can enjoy your meal. uh, so there are a lot of activities for the people who are looking forward for a healthy sailing. We oftenly say that people when they're on the boat we tend to eat a lot, but when we eat a lot, so we also need a good time to rejuvenate our body. So we have all those health classes going on the ship where the guests can go and enroll themselves for these uh, for yoga or for gym, where they can also try to enjoy the morning by doing a good amount of physical exercises. Like I told you, like I was mentioning this in the beginning, that we have a resort deck. This resort deck is specially designed for the suite class passengers. For all the suite class passengers, they can use the resort deck. where they can come, they can sit, they can enjoy the sun. And this resort deck is only for the suite passengers. There is another swimming pool for the rest of the guests. So it depends on the suite passengers whether they would like to enjoy themselves at the resort deck or at the normal swimming pool. Then this resort deck also has lounges where the guests can sit, enjoy their drink. They can they can enjoy their meal. So these are the main features of this resort deck. We have a sunset bar where the guests can come enjoy the sunset. They can come in the evening, enjoy the sunset, get a fresh grill, sandwiches, burgers, and they can they can just sit there and enjoy the beautiful view of the of the ship. So the Grand Plaza is a place where it's a marketplace. If we can see, there's a lot of restaurants, there's a lot of shop, and as well as people can come there, enjoy their drinks. They can enjoy the evening. There's a lot of activities also going on the Grand Plaza where they can sit, relax, and uh, they can uh, they can meet their friends or they can do whatever they want to do in the evening. So these are the best features about these edge class ships, that it gives you such kind of a uh, in this kind of a ship where you get a lot of time together with your family and with your friends. Why we say this is a relaxed luxury is just because when you're on the edge class ships, you find these different zones on the ship where you get a lot of time together with your family, with your and to there's not of too much activities being planned for the guests, so that to make sure that the guest is not running from one part of the ship to another. The way it has been planned is to make sure that there's enough space and there is enough there is enough of good there you get a lot of uh, planned things where it's easy for all your guests to be on the ship. Like I discussed, we have a few sailings coming to Mumbai. We have a 12-night celebrity millennium coming from Singapore to Mumbai, covering your Penang, Phuket, Hambantota, Colombo, Cochin, and to Bombay. And then we have a Bombay to Singapore sailing. So we have mentioned the dates. Is Singapore to Mumbai is on 29th of November, and then we have a Mumbai to Singapore, which is on 11th December and 21st of February. We have Celebrity Edge coming to touching the ports of Mumbai. So it's a 12-night itinerary from Dubai to Singapore, where the passengers will be starting from Dubai, going to Mumbai, Cochin, Colombo, Phuket, and to Singapore. We have Celebrity Edge deployed next year in Seattle, doing your Alaska sailing. This will be a Seattle round trip sailing from Seattle. Like I mentioned, that you're standing on the magic carpet, enjoying the glaciers, as well as the beautiful scenic view of the Alaska. So I mentioned the sailing dates where the ship will be sailing in the month of starting from May 17th till September 6th. The ship will be sailing out from Seattle. Uh, we the main thing of selling a cruise is not uh, selling a product. It's something like you're selling an experience. When we talk about celebrity, it's not about selling a cruise, it's about selling an experience. So when your guest is there on the ship, what kind of an experience he or she is going to get, which is this is incomparable, because that is a place where everything is being provided, starting from your meals, starting from your uh, the rooms, your entertainment, and luxury. When all these four things gets combined, it gives a different kind of an experience. And this is where we collect a lot of feedback from our past cruisers and the guests going to who are going for the sailing. From the from the day one, the moment the guest books the celebrity cruise with us, there are a lot of offers being shared with the uh, there's a lot of offers which are shared with the guests in terms of their beverage packages, shore excursions. The shore excursions of these ships have been specially curated, keeping in mind the guests who are coming and sailing with us on celebrity cruises. So the the thing which we are selling here is not the cruise. We are not selling a product. We are selling an experience here, and this is where I like to end this presentation. That's it from my side. Thank you so much.
Uh, Thank you so much, Mahesh, for that lovely presentation. Can we have you on camera, please? If that works.
Just a moment.
Yeah, you can stop presenting if that's causing any obstruction. Yes. So, thank you so much for the presentation. I hope our travel agents learned a lot today. So we do have some questions that we'd like you to answer, if that's okay. I think the first question is from Aditya Shukla. Do you allow one-way booking?
One way booking in terms of.
So basically, I think it's, for example, if for example it's X, Y, Z point. So do you drop at Z, or like do you come back to X, or like how is that?
So, like I showed you, we have an India sailing starting from Singapore to Mumbai. So it's a one-way sailing. Simultaneously, we have a sailing out from Mumbai to Singapore. We have a sailing out from Dubai to Singapore. So these all are one-way sailings. So you can always get in touch with your with TravClan for the sailing itineraries, where they can provide you whatever one-way sailings we have. We have one. We currently are running with some one-way sailings in Europe as well with these H-class ships.
Right. Right. So I think the next question is from Diva Travels. She's asking like, what would you recommend to a family in which there are children involved? So I think she's asking for a cruise, like which cruise is the best for a family type of a outing.
See, our all our celebrity cruises have entertainment as well as activities for the children as well. There is a children's zone in the ship, keeping the age of the children in mind, so that when the family itself is going, they can enroll the children into this program, and this program is already included in the cost. There is no additional cost which the guest has to pay. So for every age group, they have kept the activities in place so that they the the guest can be there on the ship.
Right. So the next question is like, do you have veg options or Jain meals in the on the cruise?
Uh, to be frankly speaking, we have a lot of good options of veg meals as well as Jain meals as well as vegan meal. Uh, Currently, we got this information from the cruise line that there are around 25 to 30% staff, 30% Indian staffs are operating in the all on all of our ships. So, and most of them are there in the uh, they are working on the pantry, so where the main food is being prepared. So that is the best benefit when the guest is there on the board. And even though if any travel agent requires a chain meal specially, so they can they can send us a request well in advance while making the booking, so that we can pass on the same information to the cruise line, and such kind of a meal is being provided to the guest on the board.
Right. So I request all our travel agents to put their questions in the chat box while I'm asking the rest of the questions from Mahesh. Right. So Mahesh, the next question is, are you also booking cruises for Indian region only?
We are booking for we can book for all over the world. It's
So
not only
he's
for Indian
asking
region.
only for Indian regions only. Like for example, maybe it's Mumbai to Goa or any place like that, domestic kind of a thing.
Like I told, we are booking for all over the world, wherever the ship is.
Right. Perfect. So the next question is just a second. Yeah, what is the ideal itinerary for you? Like, for example, how many nights a person should stay, or like, what kind of what is the ideal, I would say, the outing for a person? I think that's what he's trying to ask. Yeah,
So it all depends on the guest, how much time he usually can spend on a ship. Uh, for me, if I'm on the ship, I would love to go for a 7 night itinerary, because that is where you get the minimum 7 nights. So longer the itinerary, I would prefer that particular sailing, because it gives me a good experience of the land as well as to explore the entire ship. We are If you're going on a 3 night sailing on one particular ship, you won't like to go again to go back onto the same ship. You would like to go on a much better or advanced product. So it's always better to go on a longer itinerary, so that you can enjoy the complete entertainment and activities at your own comfort. Also
right.
to explore the destinations, whichever the
Yeah,
ship is
of
covering.
course. Right. So, Mahesh, like I'm asking, so like basically, like for example, if there are 3 or 4 destinations involved in a 7 or 8, 9 day cruise, so like how longer do we stay at the port, and what is the basically the duration at which the ship is at sea, and the like the duration that the ship is at port?
See, usually duration is somewhere around minimum 8 to 10 hours. Uh, the another best thing about the ship is, when the ship is docked in any other port, the ship is still alive. There's entertainment going on, your meals have been provided, and a lot of things are going on the ship. So it's completely upon to the guest whether he or she wants to get out of the ship, or they just want to stay on the ship and enjoy the ship. Because
Right.
that is the ideal time when a guest can be on the ship and to enjoy the entire activities.
Right. So the next question is from Palazzo Travels. Are we having itineraries for Indian region cruises only with no passwords, no passports?
No, we don't have such kind of an itinerary. It's an international cruise line, so it will touch the international waters.
Right. So the next question is that the person wants, please give presentation and videos. Yes, please, Mahesh, like if you could share me the videos and the presentation after the session, we'll be like more than happy to share it with the travel agents. Right.
Sure.
And right. So any closing remarks from your end?
Only remarks is like, see, we all are selling these days. We have to make sure that what we are selling is, we know about that product, and it's not about just the presentation. Is about how we are presenting in front of our guests. I'm sure we all had a very busy season in the last coming few past couple of months, and it's a good time where we introduce new products. We go through those trainings. We get to learn about new products. It's just a request that we all come together and we try to promote such kind of a product, where we know that we have a lot of customers, and now we have to make sure that what new we can offer to them, to our customers. They've been on land, they've been to various destinations, they've been to various cruises, but what next we are going to offer to our customer. So we have to just identify it and make sure that what we are giving to them, it suits them and gives them a good experience. That's it.
Yeah. So, Mahesh, like there is this last question in the chat box that I can see. Like, for example, there are 3 destinations in the itinerary. Do we need to take visa for all the 3 itinerary, all the 3 destinations?
For Alaska, you need to take a visa for Canada and US. For if I talk about the destinations which is there in the India sailing, you need to take visas for Sri Lanka, because you are visiting that port. Thailand, you can obtain it on the ship by paying somewhere around 2,600 Thai baht. Singapore visa is required. Malaysia visa is not required as the passengers will be on transit, so the visa is not required in that for Malaysia. Uh, when I talk about Dubai, those are sailing for Celebrity Edge. The sailing is starting from Dubai, so you require a visa for Dubai as well.
Right, right. So, thank you so much, Mahesh. It was a lovely session. Like, it was lovely having you as well, and thank you all our
Same here.
travel partners for taking out your time and just learning about something this new of a product. Like as Mahesh mentioned, right. And we'll be seeing you with more such upcoming sessions, and so we basically have these webinars every week, and like more information Mahesh will give us, more sessions we'll host, right? And thank you so much, Aaron, for joining in. And I hope this session was of some value to you, right? And we'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much, Mahesh, and thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you, Devansh. Thank you, everyone.